Our learning target today, we are learning to describe different types of quadrilaterals. To be successful, we can correctly describe different types of quadrilaterals. Hey, third grade mathematicians. I am here to bring you another math lesson for this week. So make sure you have this packet in front of you. It should say week of 525 to 529, math lesson 1. We're learning all about different kinds of quadrilaterals. So if you have that in your packet, go ahead and pause the video until you have it out in front of you. And flip to the first page, which should look like this. At the top, the title is Different Kinds of Quadrilaterals. Or, in Spanish, Diferentes tipos de cuadriláteros, okay? Just to review, a quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. Here are some different kinds of quadrilaterals. Un cuadrilátero es una figura con 4 lados. Estas son algunas clases distintas de cuadriláteros, okay? First one we're going to look at is a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. Un trapecio es un cuadrilátero con exactamente un par de lados paralelos. Mathematicians use little arrows like these, here and here, to show that 2 sides are parallel. Los matemáticos usan pequeñas flechas como estas para mostrar que 2 lados son paralelos, okay? So these are the 2 pairs of, this is the pair of parallel sides for the trapezoid, okay? Remember, they have only one side, one pair of parallel sides. A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides and 4 right angles. Un rectángulo es un cuadrilátero con 2 pares de lados paralelos y 4 ángulos rectos. Mathematicians mark right angles with little squares like these. That's to show each angle is one right angle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That fits the definition of our rectangle, okay? Los matemáticos marcan ángulos rectos con pequeños cuadrados como estas. A rhombus is a quadrilateral with 4 sides that are all the same length. Un rombo es un cuadrilátero con 4 lados que todos tienen la misma longitud. When the sides of a shape are marked with little tick marks like these, it tells you that the sides are equal. So each one of these sides is equal because it has that little tick mark. That's to show they're all the same. Cuando los lados de una figura están marcados con pequeñas marcas como estas, te indica que los lados son iguales. Okay? A square is a quadrilateral with 4 right angles and 4 sides that are all the same length. Un cuadrado es un cuadrilátero con 4 ángulos rectos y 4 lados que todos tienen la misma longitud. Okay? So a square has 4 sides all the same, and all of its angles are right angles. Our final one is a parallelogram. It's a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay? A paralelogramo es un cuadrilátero con 2 pares de lados paralelos. Okay? When a shape has more than 1 pair of parallel sides, mathematicians use more arrowheads to show which pairs of sides are parallel. Cuando una figura tiene más de un par de lados paralelos, los matemáticos usan más puntas de flecha para mostrar que pares de lados son paralelos, okay? So these ones have 1 arrow, meaning they are parallel. These ones have 2 arrows, meaning they are parallel with one another. Okay, it's important to note that this side and this side are not parallel because, look, they have an intersection, or they meet, okay? Now let's move on to question 1 together. Okay, mathematicians, we need to circle the words that describe each shape, okay? Encierra en un círculo las palabras que describen cada figura, okay? So let's look at this figure. Let's look at this shape, this quadrilateral, okay? And we need to see if it meets the definitions for a trapezoid, a parallelogram, a rectangle, a rhombus, and or a square, okay? So we're going to use those definitions above. Usamos las definiciones de los diferentes tipos de cuadriláteros arriba, okay? So, let's look at a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with just 1 pair of parallel sides. But you can see this shape, it has 1, two pairs of parallel sides, so it's not a trapezoid. It's not a trapezoid, but since it has two pairs of parallel sides, is it a parallelogram? Look at the definition and think about it. Pause the video for a second if you need some time. I'll wait. All right. Since it has two pairs of parallel sides, it is a parallelogram. Okay? Now, to be a rectangle, what does it need to be? To be a rectangle, it's a quadrilateral with two pairs of parallel sides and four right angles. Well, we can see four right angles. Cuatro ángulos rectos. So, is it a rectangle? Yes. So we'll circle that too. Now, let's look at the definition of a rhombus. Un rombo es un cuadrilátero con cuatro lados que todos tienen la misma longitud. Okay, a rhombus has four sides that are all the same length. Does this have four sides all the same length? No, it doesn't. Because this side is shorter than this side. So it's not a rhombus. And what about a square? Un cuadrado. Un cuadrilátero con cuatro ángulos rectos. Okay, so it does have four right angles. But to be a square, all the sides need to be the same length as well. Y cuatro lados que todos tienen la misma longitud. Are all the sides the same length? No, so we won't circle that. So this shape is both a rectangle and a parallelogram because it meets the definitions above. Great job, mathematicians. I want you to try this one on your own. Don't forget, you can use your answer key to help you if you get stuck, or you can call a teacher to help. Now, let's move on to question number 2 together. Okay, mathematicians. Question 2. Jackie circled all these words for this shape. Is she right or wrong? And explain your answer, okay? Jackie encerró en un círculo todas estas palabras para esta figura. ¿Está bien o mal? Y explica tu respuesta, okay? So, if we're looking at this shape, what are some attributes or things we've noticed about the shape? Well, for one, we can see that it has 1, 2, 3, 4 right angles. Cuatro ángulos rectos, okay? We can also see that it has these little tally marks, líneas pequeñas, for these sides, meaning all the sides are the same length, okay? Cuatro lados que todos tienen la misma longitud, okay? So, if we're looking at our definitions for a trapezoid, Jackie said, no, this isn't a trapezoid because it has 1, 2 pairs of parallel sides, okay? So, a trapezoid, remember, it only has one pair of parallel sides. So, do we agree with Jackie on that? Yes. For a parallelogram, para un paralelogramo, it needs to have 2 pairs of parallel sides. And I see 1, 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay, great. What about for a rectangle? To be a rectangle, what does it need? A rectangle is a quadrilateral with 2 pairs of parallel sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 right angles. Okay? Un cuadrilátero con dos pares de lados paralelos y 4 ángulos rectos. So, is it a rectangle? Yes. Let's decide if it's a rhombus. Remember, a rhombus is a quadrilateral with 4 sides that are all the same length. Okay? Es un cuadrilátero. Un rombo es un cuadrilátero con 4 lados que todos tienen la misma longitud. Okay? And we can see these tally marks mean all 4 sides are the same length. So yes, it is a rhombus. Now, if a shape has 4 sides that are all the same length and 4 right angles, it is also a square. So we can agree with Jackie. She is right. Jackie, está bien? Now your job, mathematicians, is to explain your answer, okay? So use those definitions above to help you write a convincing argument why it is a parallelogram, a rectangle, a rhombus, and a square. Good luck, mathematicians. Don't forget, you can use the answer key if you get stuck, or call up your teachers. We're here to help you. It's our job, and we love to do it.